Hi guys, this is Muhammad Khamis Amin from Egypt and welcome to Beit Madad. And today we're going to talk about what does it mean to be a Muslim? What does it mean to be a Muslim? So, according to Muslims, there are 5 pillars of Islam. If you do these 5 pillars, you are a Muslim. This is according to the normal Muslim way of thinking, okay? The first pillar is to witness something called shahada. Shahada is like a witnessing of a statement that La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, 7 words. So this is considered the main pillar. The most important pillar is to witness this statement, okay? The second pillar is prayer. The third pillar is to do the pilgrimage to Mecca, okay? And the fourth pillar is fasting, Ramadan. And the fifth pillar is something called zakat, which is some sort of donation, or like every year you make a calculation, a percentage of your income, and you donate it for people in the name of Islam, okay? According to Muslims, you have to perform these 5 pillars to be a Muslim, okay? But for me, I have a different opinion. For me, Islam is a state of being. It's a state of being. You can be a Christian and you can be a Muslim. You can be a Jewish person and be a Muslim. You can be a Hindu and be a Muslim. And you can be a Muslim and not being a Muslim at all. So actually, there was one Muslim, like scientist, like really wise man, and he traveled abroad to learn something. And then when he returned back to the Arab world, he said a statement which is very famous. He said when he traveled abroad, like to the West, he saw Muslims without Islam. And when he came to the Arab world, he saw Islam without Muslims. So just having a Muslim written on your ID card doesn't mean that you're really a Muslim, okay? So what do I mean by a state of being? So as I said, the most important pillar is the statement of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, the shahada, the admission that there is. What does it mean, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah? It means no God but Allah. Muhammad is the prophet of Allah. So it's La means no, Ilah means God, Illa means except, Allah means Allah, the name of Allah. The fifth word is Muhammad. Muhammad, the name of the prophet. Rasul means messenger of Allah. Allah, the seventh word. Allah again. Okay? So most Muslims believe that this is just a statement that you just say like a parrot. But it's not like that. Witnessing does not mean that you just say it with your mouth. Witnessing means to live it, to witness, like, in meditation, when you witness your breathing, when you witness your thoughts, when you witness your emotions. So witnessing means living something so deeply and so consciously in a watchful state. So to actually witness the shahada, you have to live it. Still, we don't understand. What do you mean by that? I believe most people already know about the chakras, the energy centers in the body. In macrobiotics is an Eastern science, Eastern philosophy. It states that there is 2 forces in life, yin and yang, and that when the stars rotate, they produce energy that descend on Earth in a spiralic motion downward and contracting. And when the earth rotates, when the earth rotates, it produces the opposite energy, the yin energy, the female energy, which is upward and dilating. Okay? And when these two energies collide, they perform all phenomena on the surface of the earth. So we, as human beings, we receive these two forces, the heavens force and the earth's force. And when these two forces enter our body, the heavens force, the heavens force enters our body through the head. You know, in our head we have the spiral here. This is where the heavens force enter. And the earth's force enters our body between our legs, in the perineum, through the perineum. And these two forces collide and form 7 centers of energy in our body. The first one is over our sexual organs. The second one is below the navel. The third one is above the navel. The fourth one is on the heart. The fifth one is on the throat. And then here is the third eye, the 6th center, and then the 7th center here. So these 7 centers or 7 chakras correspond to the 7 words of Shahada of Islam, the La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasul Allah. So there are 7 words corresponding to 7 energy centers. So back to Islam. If we consider that the Shahada is the main pillar of Islam, so this means that witnessing the Shahada means that you have to be living and witnessing the 7 chakras of energies, because each chakra has its own emotions, its own scent, its own color, its own perception, its own experience, its own understanding, its own level of being. So to be a Muslim, to be a true Muslim, means that you have to witness the 7 levels of your being, of the chakras. This is the true Shahada. That's why the Muslim scientist, when he traveled abroad, when he traveled abroad, he witnessed true Muslims, because people there, they have their energies working and their 7 chakras working. So they were Muslims without even being aware of it. And here people by the name have the name Muslims, but their energies are blocked. So they are not truly Muslims. So that's what I mean, that Muslim is a state of being. It's a state of witnessing your 7 chakras being opened and working well, you know. So you don't have to witness it. You don't have even to know the meaning in Arabic. You don't have even to think about it. Just living the 7 levels of being, or the seven levels of spiritual being, or the 7 chakras opened, you will be a Muslim without even having to do anything about it. Okay? This is how I understand Islam, and this is how I see Islam. So that was the first pillar of being a Muslim, the Shahada. And in the next episodes, I'm going to talk, each episode is going to be about one of the other pillars. But the main pillar is the Shahada. If you are living through the 7 chakras and they are well and functioning and working, you're a Muslim, whether you belong to Islam or not, whether you hear about Islam or not, whether you belong to any religion or not. Because once these 7 chakras are opening, your morals, your behavior, your way of thinking, you will be having compassion, you will be having love. So you don't need even to belong to any religion, because you are already living in religiousness. Yeah. So that was today's episode, and I hope you like it, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.